So connecting with students, there's some fun ways you can connect with students online that you can't use when you're in the classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and let Danielle share her screen, and she's going to show you on how to upload images to kind of get kids excited.
You can use our share a story feature. I don't know if a lot of you use this feature because creating an announcement can be very similar, but sharing a story is different because when you share it, you can share it with the whole classroom, but you can also share it with specific families. So for example, it's specific to students. So whoever's connected to the student's profile in the directory, they're going to receive this shared story or the announcement that posts. So let's see, what can I say? Say you want to send a message to your students, but you want to keep the messages similar so it's not too much work, but you want it to be personalized. You can send a bit emoji, or maybe you can write a handwritten letter or picture or something really cute you want to send your students. And you could take a picture of it, put a little message in there.
And I'm not sure if anyone uses Bitmojis. Feel free to comment. I use Bitmojis in my virtual classroom all the time. And to go with this, Tina says that she knows how to upload and everything, but how do I make this a lesson? Well, the thing is you can write your lesson plan around videos and images and stuff like that and attach documents. That's the practical part of using ClassTag. You can attach quite a bit. So just keep that in mind, Tina. Also, start and end times. We talked about synchronous versus asynchronous a little bit on Tuesday. So, just remember, you don't have to, you can use both, right? You can say, hey, this is going to be due on Friday, but we're going to do a live lesson at 3:00 on Thursday about this. But your assignments due, you have flexible time right to do it. That being said, we have some set times for live lessons. And I would give students more than one time frame to do that. So, get with your colleagues. That's, I always like to say that you can share with your colleagues, let them take some of the load too. Maybe you do 2 live lessons a day and your colleagues do another 2, and then you're grading some of the day. That's the practical part of it. You're going to start getting a workflow at some point as you get more familiar with the virtual environment. Okay. There's no reason you can't upload fun things like Bitmojis into ClassTag. And Danielle and I were talking about other ways to connect with students. How awesome would it be for you to record yourself welcoming them to a virtual environment and pinning it to the top of ClassTag so that that's the first thing that they see, saying, hey, welcome families, get acquainted. And there's apps out there like Loom where you can record ClassTag and show them around. And feel free to push them to our homepage, our help pages. We have recordings and everything.
That's actually a really great point, Sam. Educating our parents how to use ClassTag. Putting your personal touch to it. The better they get at using ClassTag, the easier it's going to make your experience connecting with them, being able to utilize ClassTag more. So you know how to use ClassTag, how it works for you. Record a video, show them. You can send it as a direct message. You can post it as an announcement. Whatever you find works best for you, but that's a great way to get them connected and started.
Absolutely. And we know as educators, we have to educate people how to, we're even learning how to use EdTech as educators. People are teaching us. So it's a, you're a lifetime learner as a teacher. It's just how it rolls. And then we have Nicole asked, can we upload PowerPoints? And the answer to that is yes. Yeah, you can. You can upload quite a bit of different kinds of files for sure. And so this is like a perfect lead into connecting with parents. And to add stories, Danielle showed you how easy that was. And you can, of course, connect with parents through stories as well. But we have the ability on ClassTag to connect individually with parents, even if they don't speak our language. All right. So we're going to show you kind of how that works in real time.
So while Sam is pulling up her screen, my screen, Sam is still Sam. So if you see Sam's bubble where it says, hello, thank you so much. I wrote to Sam, hey, Sam, how are you doing? I want to check in to see how things are. I'm emailing the parent just to check in, make sure things are running smoothly.
The thing that parents can do is they can actually set their language that they would prefer right in their profile. So, and Marie's asking, do parents get notified right away when they join? They You can change the language for them if you already know that your students' parents are primarily maybe Spanish speakers. You can do their language for them, but maybe you didn't know any better. They can change it themselves. So, it's really flexible, and it does it in real time. There's no delay. Danielle's, could say, "Hey, Sam, how's it going?" And it appears on my side in French. And it's been a long time since I took French, but there it is. And I was able to respond with a little bonjour. But this is a great way to connect even with our students who might not, or who parents who are not really, really confused about what's going on, for sure. All right, here we go.
So,
yeah,
so this is a good example of a schedule. This is actually a free resource on Teachers Pay Teachers that Sam shared that you can open up this document, edit it to what works for you and your students. And then all you would do is just attach it as an announcement. And then at the top, you can see here, I have 2 pinned announcements at the top of my classroom. It's Miss Hall's classroom schedule and then her monthly schedule, which shows her office hours where she's opened and some of the activities she has that she's doing. So this is a great way to keep it centrally located for parents at the top of your feed, because as you continue to use ClassTag for all your school needs and your classroom needs, your feed's going to get very busy. So it's probably good to keep those important announcements to the top. You can always unpin them, repin them, whatever works for you. And then another quick way to see some of your activities, if you want to see all your activities, you can go to the activities page, and in the activities page, you'll see all your activities that you've created and past activities, if you ever need to reference them at a later date or time. Oh, here's an example of what's your favorite animal for taking polls for your class. So if you see here, I put the title, I put a due date of when I wanted it done by. And so the parent would just go in and mark what their student wanted. If they were voting for horses that day, they can go in and click to sign up for it, and then the teacher can also sign up. And as you can see here, you still have the student's name. So if you're like, well, parent's going to sign up, I'm not really sure who that parent is, which is a real thing. It happens. You'll be able to see the student's parent. So
we have a lot of great questions coming in. Danielle, can you show them how to pin and unpin a story?
Well, pinning and unpinning a story, if it's to the classroom, I think it can be. We can try that out right now.
And while she's setting up a story, guys, I saw that Karen asked, can you delete or change an announcement? You can delete and change announcements. You can actually schedule them too, to go out when you want them to go out. And some people are asking, can you assign a workbook page? So the thing that you can do, there's a couple things I want to say about this. We are rolling out later in the month, I believe. Give us a couple weeks, but we're going to be integrating a lot of the Google Classroom features. So be ready for that. But you can always assign a worksheet for them and they can send it back to you as a document. There's no reason, maybe in a private message, but we are working on parents being able to attach things like documents and pictures within your feed.
Okay, so here is a share. Yep, you can. So this is a shared story. Again, a shared story to the whole class is the same thing as an announcement. You're still able to add a reaction, a comment. You can see how many families have viewed it, and you would just press the pin button, and it would go to the top. It's loading right now. And then unpin, just unclick. If you wanted to repin it again, you would just pin it again.
Julian asked, she wants to upload a morning message every day. That's a great idea. You can upload videos. You want to probably keep it shorter, in that 3 or 5 minute range. But yeah.
I think we posted a video yesterday. I think it was. Oh, here. So here's an example where you can create a video on YouTube, upload it to YouTube or Vimeo or any uploading software that you use, and you copy the link and just drop it right into the announcement. And when you drop that link into the announcement, it's going to show the video like this. So you'd be able to just click it and it would play it right inside the announcement.